Hey friends, it's Sarah from She's Crafty and She Knows It, and today we're going to make Easter egg acorns. So if you have Easter eggs left over from this past Easter, of course you can use those. I didn't have any left over, and I kind of wanted to make sure I used a specific kind of Easter egg. So let me show you. I was looking for an Easter egg that did not have any holes on this end. So you can see when it's closed. A lot of the Easter eggs have holes on both ends, and you're going to end up seeing the holes down here. These will be covered, but this will not. So if it doesn't bother you and yours from last year, you have some and they have holes in it, then don't worry about it. If you need more Easter eggs or you want some that don't have holes right here, it was kind of hard to find. So I will link these specific Easter eggs as well as all the other supplies I'm using in the description below this video. So this box came with a ton, over 100, I'm pretty sure, Easter eggs. Like it's full all the way in here. So first you're going to get out as many Easter eggs as you want to use. Each egg equals 1 acorn. So if you're going to make 20 acorns, you're going to need to get out 20 eggs. And then we're going to go outside and spray paint them. Now I will be using white spray paint because I have a really neutral like living room and kitchen area, which is where I'm going to be setting them. But of course you can use any color spray paint that you want. Okay, this is the spray paint that I'm going to be using. I have gloves on just so I don't mess up my nails because I don't want to mess them up and get spray paint all over them. So go ahead and shake your spray paint. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and spray paint them. Okay, so the spray paint is now dry and we're ready to move on to the next step. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this part, the shorter kind of fatter part with the holes in it, with jute. And so I actually have this jute right here, and like I said before, I'll link all the supplies I'm using, including this jute right here, in the description below this video. So we're going to close these eggs. These eggs actually attach really well. We don't need to hot glue them closed or anything. And we're going to wrap this part over here. And you can see I made sure that this part of the egg is covered really well with spray paint, but this part right here not so much, because we're going to cover it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And so what we're going to do is go ahead and put a little bit of hot glue right here on this hump kind of in the back where the eggs actually attach together. I'm going to put hot glue right there and then use the jute and start wrapping it around the eggs. And so we're going to wrap the jute all the way around to the very top of this part. And you can just put some little dots of glue here and there, but you don't have to do like big blobs. You don't want the hot glue oozing out between the rows of jute and looking really messy. So just do little dots of glue here and there as you wrap the jute around that shorter fat part of the Easter egg. And if you do decent sized dots of hot glue, you can actually kind of wrap the jute around a couple of times through the same dots of hot glue without having to add more. But like I said before, don't use such huge globs that the hot glue is oozing out between the rows of jute. I have the hot glue set to hot right now instead of low or high. You can choose between high and low with my hot glue gun. I have it on high just so that it gives me more time. It's hotter so that maybe I can wrap the jute around twice while it's still hot and sticky instead of it already being cooled off by the time I get back to that same spot again, if that makes sense. So I'm kind of trying to go fast, and that way the hot glue stays hot longer, like I said. So you're trying to go around and around without making it too globby. If you're like me, you're going to end up with little hot glue gun strings all over your fingers, and that's totally okay. Once you get to this top part, you can kind of like go a little bit faster and start spiraling it in. And since I can go faster, I can put kind of more hot glue all the way around. Okay. Okay, keep spiraling it into the inside. Okay, and we're gonna hold it kind of like this for a second, let it kind of dry. I'm gonna cut the little end off because we're pretty good right there. And I'm gonna just put one blob right there in the center and kind of loop this last little piece around if I can. And you can get rid of all the little hot glue gun strings later. If there's any little hot glue gun strings that won't pull off, you can kind of trim them off. So that looks really good. Let me get the hot glue gun strings off my fingers. Okay, and for the little stem at the top, we're gonna put a tiny little dot of hot glue, a teeny tiny, does not need to be much at all, just barely anything. And then I have little sticks that I found in my backyard, and you're just gonna stick the little stick right in there, and it makes tiny little stem, just like that. We're gonna set that one to the side. Hopefully the stem will stay. Let's see. Doesn't really want to stand up, so let's let it dry for a second. So there's our cute little white Easter egg acorn. It's so cute. And you see how it's wrapped? You can't see the hump or anything. There are a couple little strings I still need to like cut off or pull off of the hot glue. But it turned out super cute. Okay, so let's move on to our next one. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna start kind of right where that little hump is that connects the two pieces of egg. And like I said before, of course, you could have spray painted your eggs any color. You can do metallic gold or bronze or black or whatever fun color you want to do. White was just what I chose, but any color is good. So you can tell right here, y'all, my fingers are so covered with hot glue. Right here, it doesn't really line up. So I'm just going to kind of like put a little dab of hot glue and kind of smush this up into the row above. So it's not so obvious where it started. Just like that. Okay, perfect. Okay, let me find, the stick might be kind of long. Let's see. I'm gonna break it in half. Okay, put one more little tiny dab, and we're gonna stick our tiny stick in it. Just like that, and there's another cute little acorn. You'll have to clean them up with the hot glue strings, but they look so cute and so neutral. I love personally how the white looks. It's like a very farmhouse acorn kind of look, super cute. Okay, friends, so that's it. That's how you make Easter egg acorns. I hope you love how they turned out and feel inspired to make some of your own. Like I said, I will link all the supplies I use in the description below this video. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and make sure you subscribe for more videos. Bye!
She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows it. She's crafty and she knows. She's crafty and she knows it.